If I were speaking to kids tonight, I get to this part in my lecture called cyber self-esteem. And I'll ask a kid in the front row, I'll say, who are you? And I know what their response is going to be. It's predictable 100% of the time. They tell me their name. I say, hi, John, how are you? And I go to the next kid, hey, Susie, and hey, Paul. And then I ask one of them to ask me who I am. And they say, who are you? And my response is, I am not Tom Kirsten. And then I pause and they look at me like I'm crazy. And I go on and say, that's just the name my parents gave me. Now let me tell you who I am. Who I am is a loving, joyful, caring, spiritual, powerful human being. And then all the kids look at me like I have two heads again. And the reason why I share that is I explain to them that every single kid in this room that I'm speaking to is every one of those things and more, but they can't know it because they never tune into self. They're always tuned out from self. Kids today are constantly, almost constantly on a device, right? So they never get to know the true nature of self, which is the rest of the iceberg. They're living in the 10%, the external world, the feedback, the likes, the streaks, the followers, the photos, the Instagram, the TikTok. They never pause and learn how to delve inward. So I teach them how to do that for like 5 minutes a day. It's something called attitude of gratitude. You just pause. It's a good starting point. And just, for 4 or 5 minutes, just take inventory of everything that we're grateful for. And I predict that if every kid in the country was to do just that every day for a month or two, that the mental health epidemic would go down by 80% just from doing that. And that's only the tip of the iceberg of the depth of the rest of the iceberg.